This is CTC News with Wesley Kotar, broadcasting from Sint-Eustatius, Dutch Caribbean. Sponsored by UTLNV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
It's Wednesday, August 14, 2013 on the Golden Rock. Good evening, I am Wesley Kotar and this is CTC News broadcasting live from CTC Studios at Statius Mall. In tonight's local news, back to school for children in Statia, Zandam urges students to obtain good education, Statia Governor extends his condolences on Free Soul's death, Youth and Family Center Statia presents Youth Recognition Award, and man arrested for pulling of knife. Details in local news right after a word from our sponsors.
Make it a better place.
The way of life and technology are advancing daily in both positive and negative aspects. It's time for parents and guardians to take control. Know and control the websites your kids are visiting on computers, tablets, and cellular phones. Access to the internet can have many positive values, but without the correct parental control, those values can be covered by negative content with just one click. Parental control. Learn about it at www.parentalcontrol.org.
Make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for living, make a better place for you and for me.
CTC News, sponsored by UTLNV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
It was back to school again on Monday for school children in Sint-Eustatius. At various schools, parents were confused about the correct date and complained they had not received any information about when the school doors would reopen. Parents were also complaining at Gwendolyn Patton School as they had been under the impression that school would start on Wednesday. They were displeased that they were not informed that they were informed at the very last instance that school would start on Monday for some classes. At Bethel Methodist School, Principal Ellis Woodley said 129 children had registered for the 2013-2014 school year thus far. Woodley said that last year the school had started with 132 children and ended with 153 pupils. To mark the first day of the new school year, parents, children, and teachers held an assembly at Bethel Methodist before they went to their respective classrooms. Some young pupils were seen shedding tears during their very first day in school as their teachers tried to comfort them. Lynch Plantation Seventh-day Adventist School opened the new school year with 105 pupils, Principal Laverne David Duggins announced. The school held an assembly before pupils and teachers retired to their various rooms. The theme for this school year at SDA is Growing in Christ. Commissioner of Education Reginald Zandam urged students in Sint-Eustatius on Monday to take advantage of the opportunity to get a good education and urge parents to get involved in encouraging their children of school age and support teachers. Zandam said this at the start of the 2013-14 school year. The children's boundless amounts of energy, enthusiasm, and imagination give renewed hope that this world in which we live will continue to thrive for future generations to come. I strongly feel that each child is unique and school is a training ground for molding their life, Zandam said in a statement. It was the Commissioner's message to school management, teachers, supporting staff to each day look for an opportunity to touch a child in a positive way. Let every child know that you are stern but fair, that you give respect first instead of demanding it first, and the child will believe in you. That is the bridge needed to establish good routines and learning practices. This is the foundation for your child's future life, and it is also and it also makes learning a fun-filled activity. Zandam, an educator in heart and soul himself, urged all students to take advantage of the opportunity to get a good education. Be the best person you can be. Respect yourself and other people will respect you. Encourage each other with words and actions, especially a smile. And last but not least, remember teachers are people too. They too deserve love in return. Without elaborating, the Commission of Education said to be fully aware that changes in secondary education are needed. Keep in mind that no one cares how much you know until they know how much you care. We appreciate and love you. Have a great year, the Commissioner of Education told the teachers. Further in local news, Island Governor of St. Eustatius, Gerald Burkle, joined officials within the Dutch Kingdom in extending his condolences to the royal family with the passing of Prince Friso on Monday. Governor Burkle said he had learned with great sadness of the death of Prince Friso. On behalf of the community of St. Eustatius, we extend our sincere condolences to His Majesty the King Willem Alexander and the royal family. Our thoughts and prayers extend in particular to Her Royal Highness Princess Mabel. May God grant them strength as they go through this trying time, Governor Burkle said in a statement. Condolences registers have opened online at www.koninklijkhuis.nl and www.condolence.nl. The motivation album, Voice of the Youth, a product of the Megadi Youth Foundation, has been selected for an award in the category of Best Youth Project in 2012 on the occasion of International Youth Day. The award will be presented during an official ceremony in the backyard of the Youth and Family Center today, Wednesday, from 6 until 8 p.m. International Youth Day is observed each year on August 12th to recognize the effort of world youth in enhancing global society. This day was proclaimed by the United Nations and aims to promote ways to engage youths in becoming more actively involved in making positive contributions to their communities. The International Youth Day considers youth between the ages of 15 and 24 years. Stacia will be observing International Youth Day today through some musical contributions and by giving out tokens of appreciation to the students that put a lot of effort into making the 2012 motivation album. I would like to really take my cap off to the students who will be awarded for this great achievement, said Director of Megadi Youth Foundation, Mr. Dion Megadi Humphreys. Finally, police arrested a man for pulling a knife and threatening persons at Happy City Supermarket on Heiligerweg on Monday around 5:15 p.m. When the police arrived on the scene, the man was holding a knife in his hand. Only after the police ordered him to drop the knife and had drawn their firearms did the man obey the order and drop the weapon. The suspect, who comes from Curaçao, resisted arrest. After a short encounter, the man was arrested and taken into custody. Police are currently investigating the incident. A police spokesperson said that several witnesses were interviewed and 2 persons had filed a complaint. 2 police officers have also filed complaints against the unruly suspect. Coming up next in regional news, Prince Friso's death mourned quietly as royal family prepares funeral, and Liat under fire, chairman responds to complaints. Details in regional and later international news right after this.
Thinking about building your home or business? Well, you can check us out at CT Creativity. Here we can design or take your design and ideas and add our touch of creativity to architectural drawings and details which will build your future home or business. At CT Creativity there are 2 options. Option 1, our basic prints which includes all floor plans and details with 3D views of the exterior. Option 2, our advanced prints which includes all floor plans, details, 3D views of the exterior and interior with realistic pictures of the entire property, giving you a direct look into your future. Give us a call at 318-1627 or 318-4664. CT Creativity, where creativity stands out.
CTC News, sponsored by UTLNV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
Welcome back to those of you just joining us. We have reached our regional and international segment for this evening. Dutch Prince Friso is to be buried near his mother's castle on Friday, 4 days after he died from injuries sustained in a 2012 skiing accident, the palace said. His Royal Highness Prince Friso burial will take place on Friday afternoon, August 16th, at a private ceremony in Lage Vuursche, a statement said on Tuesday. King Willem-Alexander's brother Friso died on Monday, 18 months after he was left brain damaged and comatose by an avalanche while skiing in Austria. Friso's funeral service will be held at the Stulpkerk Church in Lage Vuursche, around 30 kilometers southeast of Amsterdam, the palace said. The tiny village is where his mother, Princess Beatrix, who abdicated as queen in April, has a castle where she intends to spend her retirement. There had been speculation that Friso might be buried at the Nieuwe Kerk in Delft, outside The Hague, where most members of the Royal House of Orange were laid to rest, or at the Oude Kerk in the same town, where he was married. Friso married Mabel Visser-Smith in 2004, giving up his claim to the throne as well as his position in the royal house after it emerged that his future wife had withheld details of her previous relationship with a Dutch drug baron. In connection with Prince Friso's funeral, Prime Minister Mark Rutte has issued special instructions to fly the Dutch flag at half-mast from all main national government offices on Friday. The Dutch provinces and municipalities, the 3 special public entities, Bonaire, Sint-Eustatius and Saba, and the Dutch embassies and consulates abroad have also been requested to fly the flags at half-mast. The instruction does not apply to Aruba, Curaçao, and St. Martin, as these are autonomous countries in the Dutch Kingdom. However, flags were lowered at various government buildings in St. Martin on Tuesday, such as the Government Administration Building, the Philipsburg Police Station, the Civil Registry, and the Central Bank of Curaçao and St. Martin. In contrast, the flags were not lowered at the government's cabinet. Prime Minister Rutte returned to the Netherlands from holiday on Monday in the wake of the death of Prince Friso. King Willem-Alexander and his family also returned home early from their holiday in Greece on Monday afternoon. Insiders said Friso's death was unexpected because the king was on holiday. Thousands of people have so far signed an online register of condolence for the prince. These can be found, as previously mentioned, at www.koninklijkhuis.nl and at www.condolence.nl. Further in regional news, Liat says it's fully aware of the difficulties its customers across the region are having, with the airline blaming a breakdown of planes and the weather for some of the ongoing problems. Liat is insisting that passenger safety remains a priority as it engages in its ongoing refleeting exercise, now being supported financially by the Caribbean Development Bank. Liat chairman Gene Holder confirmed on Monday that he had responded to an open letter from an angry Dominican hotelier who has called for an executive shakeup and for heads to roll. The letter from hotelier Gregor Nassif complains of disastrous customer service over the past 2 months. It also points to alleged disastrous public relations and the damage this is causing to the region and to fragile economies of island states like Dominica. Holder says in the ongoing circumstance, the airline and its staff are having a very difficult time but are attempting to give their best. Holder is reiterating that the company is working under trying circumstances and has appealed for understanding. Liat's refleeting exercise is being supported by the Caribbean Development Bank to the tune of $65 million. The company expects to have 7 new planes operational by January of next year. In the interim, safety considerations that include ensuring that the existing fleet is airworthy are continuing to result in what Liat officials admit is poor on-time performance. The overall refleeting initiative speaks to the purchase of 12 new aircraft of the cost of $1 million. And now in international news, Gene Stud uncovers origins of many common cancers. Researchers in Britain have set out the first comprehensive map of mutational processes behind the development of tumors work that should in future lead to better ways to treat and prevent a wide range of cancers. In a study published in the journal Nature on Wednesday, Researchers who analyzed more than 7,000 genomes or genetic codes of common forms of cancer uncovered 21 so-called signatures of processes that mutate DNA. All cancers are caused by mutations in DNA occurring in cells of the body during someone's lifetime. Scientists are clear about some things, such as that chemicals in tobacco smoke cause mutations in lung cells that lead to lung cancers, or that ultraviolet light triggers mutation in skin cells that lead to skin cancers. But they have yet to figure out the biological processes that cause mutations behind most common cancers. We are beginning to know quite a lot about what the consequences of those mutations are, but actually we have a really rudimentary understanding of what is causing the mutations in the first place, said Mike Stratton, the Sanger Institute's director and the lead researcher on this study. And after all, the things that are causing those mutations are the causes of cancer. The team analyzed the genetic codes of 7,000 cases of cancer in people from around the world, covering 30 different types of the disease, to see if they could find patterns or signatures of mutational processes. They discovered that all the cancers contain 2 or more signatures, a finding that shows the variety of processes that work together when a cancer develops. They also found that different cancers have different numbers of mutational processes. While two mutational processes underlie the development of ovarian cancer, there are 6 behind the development of liver cancer, the researchers said. And that was it for our news stories for this evening. Coming up next, your 3-day weather forecast for the islands of Statia, Saba, and St. Martin. Stay tuned for local weather conditions after the break.
In everything we do, there is a race, and many times our eyes are caught up on the prize. But even though there are risks, there are many ways we can protect ourselves. Be wise with the choices you make. Be smart and protect your choices. Protect yourself.
Oh my yeah, I'll be there, girl, you know I care, girl, 'cause it's love that we share. I will steer it in the right direction, no have no fear. Oh my yeah, I'll be there, girl, you know I care, girl, 'cause I care.
CTC News, sponsored by Utel NV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggings Shopping Center.
And now for your 3-day weather forecast, we'll begin on Station Saba. Tonight, Wednesday, August 14th, partly cloudy, temperatures of 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 20% chances of rain with the winds east-northeast at 17 miles per hour. Tomorrow, Thursday, August 15th, partly cloudy, temperatures of 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 20% chances of rain with the winds east-northeast at 18 miles per hour. On Friday, August 16th, scattered showers, temperatures of 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 10% chances of rain with the winds east at 17 miles per hour. We now move over to St. Martin. Tonight, Wednesday, August 14th, partly cloudy, temperatures of 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 20% chances of rain with the winds east-northeast at 12 miles per hour. Tomorrow, Thursday, August 15th, partly cloudy, temperatures of 87 degrees Fahrenheit, 20% chances of rain with the winds east-northeast at 14 miles per hour. Then on Friday, August 16th, scattered showers, temperatures of 87 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chances of rain with the winds east at 12 miles per hour. And that was it for another edition of CTC News Live. We'll be back on Friday. Thanks once again for joining us. Until next time, do have a good one.